So a number of times I get questions as far as how does one become comfortable being able to play and sing at the same time, play, sing, engage the audience at the same time. And usually what one has to do with that is practice until you become unconsciously competent. It's what my mentor would call it, unconsciously competent. That means I'm no longer thinking about what I'm doing. So when you're practicing, you're not practicing to learn something, you're actually practicing to forget. You learn some information, you practice it till you don't have to think about it anymore. So if I can actually get to the point where I can actually play a scale and have a conversation with you without really thinking about what my fingers are doing, but still engaging the camera, that'll be actually get me to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm getting comfortable with that scale. Can I do that regularly in multiple keys? Even if I have to look down, I notice I'm not speaking in time, I'm speaking out of time and focusing on my conversation and less on my scale. So the whole goal is ultimately getting to the point where you say, okay, I am so comfortable with this information and I'm not really having to think about it anymore. That's the goal. So if you're trying to play, get to the point where you're not having to think about what you're doing. So now I'm playing chords, but notice I'm still thinking about basically having this conversation. There might be some hiccups here and there, but when you're playing, again, no longer thinking about trying to stay in time with your voice, but mainly focusing more on, can I engage the audience and then have my hands on autopilot? That's where that practice gets to. When I really know that I'm comfortable with something is when I no longer have to think about it. So try that. See if you can do multitasking when it comes to practicing.